Learning more about the chaotic scene at a hospital in Irving in which police officers shot and killed a patient. The 30-year-old man died at Baylor Scott and White Medical Center on MacArthur Boulevard. Here's Kevin Reese with new details.
Baylor Scott and White says the emergency room at its Irving campus is operating normally today.
This evening at around 8 p.m.
But for Irving police, the investigation is just getting started.
His behavior was just alarming.
The alarming behavior of a 34-year-old man in an ER exam room. Police say a nurse noticed he had a gun, so she called a hospital officer and an Irving PD officer for help. Police say the man fired at them twice.
Officers returned fire, and the suspect is deceased.
Comments by witnesses on the Irving Police Facebook page match what police say happened in that room. "Scariest moment of my life," one woman wrote. "The most terrifying thing I had to witness 2 doors down from it," wrote another, and that the officer kept telling him to drop the weapon, and that the next thing we know, his suspect is deceased. And late this afternoon, police identified him as 34-year-old Michael McPhail. Information on his motive, however, still limited.
Body-worn camera footage is being reviewed. The investigators are working the case, so those specifics we're not going to get into releasing at this time.
As Irving police investigate, there is limited information released by Baylor Scott and White as well, only that they appreciate the swift response of Irving PD, and that due to the ongoing investigation, they do not have additional information to share at this time. We do know that metal detectors or searches are not part of the routine at this hospital. That is not unusual, and that the nurse is being praised for seeing something suspicious and calling immediately for help.
His behavior with the possession of that firearm that caused her concern.
The concern now is finding out why he was there with a gun at all. In Irving, I'm Kevin Reese.